we're just gonna jump straight in. I'm gonna go ahead and start off by just clearing my skin, because you guys know what it's like. You feel like your skin needs a nice clean. I always wash my skin anyway, every single night, but I also like to just sometimes refresh it before even putting makeup on. So I'm just gonna take these Clear and Cool Purifying Priming Pads. These are from Primark, good old Primark, but I just feel like it just is nice. Sometimes, you know, if you've been sat in all day, you're feeling a little bit groggy, your skin doesn't feel great. Sometimes if I'm not putting makeup on, but I just want to feel a little bit better, as you can see, like I have a couple of breakouts at the minute because my skin is just not responding to not going on holiday very well. Not bitter at all. Sometimes you just want to clear your skin a little bit, and then I just tend to do this and put like a nice moisturizer on, and it just makes your skin feel really refreshed. I mean, look, my skin was clean. They're nasty. So these have got tea tree and witch hazel in, so they are good for things like blemishes as well, so win-win. So once I've cleaned my skin, I'm gonna go in with a nice moisturizer, because you want the underneath of your face to feel nice, healthy, protected. So I'm gonna go in with my Olay Beauty Fluid Face and Body Moisturizer. So I like this because it's really, really moisturizing, but it's also very lightweight. So I don't have to worry about it being really heavy on my skin or under my makeup or anything like that. But it just makes your skin feel really nice. Now that we're feeling moisturized. Also, don't forget about the neck, guys. The neck is where you show the first signs of aging. For foundation, I'm gonna take my number 7 Stay Perfect Non-Stop Complexion Perfection foundation. So I like this because it's very lightweight. It's got a good amount of coverage, but it's not too thick, so it still gives you like a natural glowy look, which I really like. I don't want to be like completely covered today. I just want a nice healthy makeup look. And then to blend that in, where are you? Here, brushy, brushy, brushy. I'm actually going to take my Primark foundation brush and just work that in really slow circles on the face. So yeah, as you can see, this foundation is a really good coverage foundation. It's slightly mattifying, but not too much. But it's also quite thin, so it's not going to leave your skin feeling really heavy. And you know, whether you're going out, you're doing something, or you're not at the minute, sometimes you just want to put a little bit of makeup on to feel a little bit nice, a little bit, you know, not a complete tramp, which is how I feel very much at the minute. I just feel like I'm not making any effort because I haven't got to go anywhere. So my story at the moment, basically what's been going on in the life of Chelsea, is I was due to fly out to Gran Canaria on Sunday morning, and it got cancelled Saturday night. So I was absolutely, absolutely gutted, because to be honest with you, at the time, although they'd really been talking about the coronavirus, it still was at the point where it wasn't being taken that seriously. You know, they weren't shutting anything and everything was kind of all right. So I didn't think my holiday was going to get cancelled. And then on the Saturday morning, I found out they were starting to shut bars. I had friends that were in like Tenerife, and they said, you know, we're going on lockdown on Monday. Then Jet2, who we were flying with, basically were the first airline to actually get turned around whilst in midair. So I think they got like halfway to Spain or just near Spain, and they got sent back because the Spanish authorities decided they weren't letting anyone else come in. So it was really serious. So obviously I was absolutely, absolutely gutted. I had been looking forward to this holiday for months. I really needed the break, but I obviously now am aware of how severe the situation is, and I'm aware that it's necessary, and you know, your health is more important. I did have a holiday as well booked in May. I was taking my dad to Cape Verde for the first time. He's always wanted to go, so we booked it together. But again, I'm not getting my hopes up. It is what it is, and we can always go on holiday. So I hope you guys are keeping safe. So as you can see, the foundation is good coverage, but it's not like really heavy on the skin. It still lets a little bit of a glow through. I have like a killer breakout here, I don't know why. So for concealer, I'm going to be taking my Revolution Conceal and Define. This is the Infinite one. This is their newest one, and you don't need a lot of this stuff. This stuff comes with like ultimate coverage, so you don't need a lot. So yeah, that's basically what's been going on. So I did upload last week a couple of extra. I uploaded a video Wednesday of a haul, and then you've got an extra one Friday as well because it didn't really go to plan. Yeah, if you were wondering, no, I never got to go on holiday. So there will be a lot of videos coming up because obviously at the minute I'm going to be at home a lot. So if you guys have any requests, I do have a couple of requests already, but if you do have anything you really want to see, then leave a comment below and let me know what you really want to see, what interests you, what excites you, what do you want to keep you entertained during this time, and what's happening with you at the minute with work. You know, are you being made to stay at home? Are you still having to go to work? I've got friends that are at home, friends that are still having to go in, so what's happening with you? So for my brows, I'm using my normal duo, which is my Benefit Precising My Brow and then the 24-hour brow setter. So I'm just gonna draw my brows. I know you guys really wanted to know shades as well. So the brow pencil is in the shade 2. The foundation, in case you were wondering, is in the shade Deeply Beige. So yeah, everything's crazy at the minute. I went to Tesco's today just to get a few bits. I'm not one of these people that is stocking up or buying loads of stuff because, again, I just think it really kind of frustrates me because I feel like if people didn't do that, there wouldn't be such a panic. I feel like the media causes a panic and then the people kind of don't help. Like, there's no need to be going out and buying. I went to Asda the other day and there was a woman who had 2 trolleys full of bottled water. Like, why? I just feel like, you know, people make it worse, and they also don't consider other people, which is scary. You know, if you look back even to the war, and I'm sure like people watching this, you know, had family fight in the war and things like that. Everyone seemed to be way more considerate than we are today. It's really sad. And I think it's taken something like this actually for me to realise there's a lot of selfish people out there, a lot of people that just care about them. And I know obviously everyone's going to care about their families, like, don't get me wrong, but there just doesn't seem to be any care for everyone as a whole, and it's really sad. I like this brow pencil as well because I can draw my brows on really quickly. And again, you know, for me, when I'm just doing casual makeup or makeup where I'm just trying to feel a little bit better, I don't want to be spending like 40 minutes. I have because by the time I've done it and I've done my hair, I'm exhausted, I have no energy, and I don't even feel good anymore. Like, if I'm gonna do an all-out heavy makeup look, I am prepared for that to take time. But when I just want something quick because I'm not really doing much, I don't want it to take time. So the next product that I'm gonna go ahead and go in with is just to go over some of the pieces of my face. So it's just to add a little bit of extra coverage in those areas. I'm nearly out, so I should probably go and get some more. This is in the shade 025 Classic Nude, and this is the Maybelline Superstay foundation stick. So again, I don't want anything too heavy, but I do have a couple of blemishes, so I'm just gonna go over those. I've been quite ill, not quite ill, but I've been ill for a while now, probably just after Christmas. I had a really bad cold, and it wasn't the coronavirus because I had like a blocked nose, you know, it was your typical cold. I had that for 4 weeks. It took forever to go, and then it went for about a week, and then the week before I was just due to go on holiday, I got it again. But again, it's not like I have a cough, but it's not a tickly cough, a dry cough. It is like a common cold cough. And I get like a really sore throat, but it's really bizarre because I only get it at night. Like after 8 o'clock, I feel terrible. I'm fine all day, and then after 8 o'clock, that's it. Like I feel awful and just like no energy. I don't really know what's going on. But again, I don't have like a fever or the sweats or anything like that. So I think I just have got a cold. But it's just gone on forever. I mean, it's been 6 weeks now that I've had it. Like, I'm just over it. Sometimes I do find if you just tap with your finger rather than go in with like a full-blown beauty blender, it does just blend a little better. So I'm again not going in with any heavy powder today. I'm just going to take my Fit Me powder. This is in the shade Classic Ivory. And I'm going to take my Real Techniques foundation brush. Sorry, it's not. It's my Real Techniques powder brush. And I'm just going to pat on a little layer of that. So when I'm not talking, which is rare, this look normally takes me probably about 15 minutes to do in total with my makeup. So I did get a new LAROC palette. This is the Fireburst 35 eyeshadows palette. I really wanted to get this because I just love a brown. I love a natural neutral brown. I feel like you can use them for everything. So I am going to use this today. I'm not going to take any of the dark colours. I'm just going to stick to the light colours. So what I'm going to do first of all is apply this all over my lid to brighten it. I'm going to go in with this on the lid to just add a bit of shimmer. and then on the high bone, and then we're going to take this really light brown colour and just put it in the mids. Again, just to make my eyes look a little bit more awake, a little bit more open, a little bit more, I am here, I'm awake, you know? Sometimes you just need that. But nothing too crazy, because again, we just want a nice chilled look. So I have had a lot of questions as well about my face. So January, I think, I've been having some treatment done. And if you guys want me to make a separate video on it, I will. So I basically have had fat dissolving done. So I've had it done in these mid sections of my cheeks here, because my face used to be like my cheeks used to come out quite a bit, and also my double chin. However, what it does for the first 4 weeks, because it takes 4 weeks to show, is it swells. So you can see, like if I look, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get it. I've got this like chin, which I never had before, and that's just because I'm still in the healing process. After 4 weeks, which is next week, I'm then going back and having the second part done. So you can get as many as you want. Obviously, your nurse will advise you on what you should and shouldn't have. But basically how it works is it burns the fat cells. So it is a permanent result based on diet. If you're then gonna go and eat a load of crap, then obviously it's not gonna work. Basically then the more water you drink, like the better it works, and you basically urinate it out. It's really quite strange. But I decided to try it and get it done just because I've always been a little bit insecure of the shape of my face. I've always had like this section here. I've always wanted it like, just, you know, not so saggy. Not saggy. Saggy is the wrong word. I have a heart-shaped face and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and, you know, most people look stunning, but for some reason it's just always bothered me. So I just thought, do you know what, I'm gonna try it. I've also I went on a big diet and I lost quite a bit of weight, and my chin just still didn't go. So I just feel like there's nothing that's gonna get rid of it. So again, that was why I decided to try this treatment. So we'll see. If you guys want me to do a full video talking about it, talking about my experience, the after effects, if it's worth it, then just let me know. But yeah, if I have been a bit swollen, I noticed it a lot in my last video when I was trying on the clothes. From the side angle, my face looked swollen. That is why. Okay, so then under the eye, I'm gonna take this color here. So it's just a slightly darker color than the color that I just put on. One of my neighbors just walked past. He's so nosy. I noticed like we have CCTV, so like I can see when people walk past when I'm like sitting in the lounge watching telly or whatever. And every time this guy walks past, I swear to God, he looks right in all my windows. Can I help you, sir? Then I'm gonna take my L'Oreal Paris. This is the Unlimited Mascara. This is the one that bends. I thought just try a different one for you guys, because I feel like it's getting boring me talking about the same goddamn mascara in every video now. This one I do really like. It is one of my favorites as well. You can bend it and just really get in there. And again, this one's nice because it doesn't make my lashes too clumpy. It just gives them more of a natural look. So yeah, what have you guys got planned over the next few weeks? I've actually just took out a trial for Now TV. Can't say I rated it that much. Like, it had some okay stuff on, but if you've already got Netflix, then it's pretty much the same. I'm also maybe going to try some new series, do some YouTube filming, do some decorating. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of contour, but again, just bear in mind I am a little bit swollen. I'm going to take my Flawless Chisel Cheeks Contour Set by Barry M. I'm taking the darkest colour, and I'm actually taking a different brush today. This is the Real Techniques 403 brush. It is a Rebel Edge Medium, it's called, but it's great for contour. It really gets in there. And then you can get under the chin as well. Or chins in my situation at the moment. It's just really nice because it like perfectly contours where you'd need it. But it's like not too dense, so you can really blend it in at the same time. I really love this colour as well because it's perfect for contour. I know that I've shared this before, but like contours should be really ashy. The whole idea is that they're meant to make your face look shadowed. So when they do contours, which really bugs me because sometimes some of the brands do, and they're like, oh, this is a contour, but it's really orange. And then as an extra precautional step, I like to just blend it in. I am going to take a little bit of bronzer because I didn't go on holiday. And I'm taking my Hoola bronzer. I love this. It's such a good natural shade. I've also had a lot of questions about this brush. So this is dropped. This is the tapered blush brush from Primark, and I love it. It's perfect because it's really, really fluffy, so it's great because it doesn't grab too much of the product. It just grabs like enough to be able to then put it on those cheeks and just get some colour, you know? We just need some colour. I'm really just praying for good weather over here this year, because I feel like not many of us are going to get our holidays that we wanted this year, which is fine. Let's not sulk. I have for 3 days, but we won't talk about it. Highlight, I'm going to take my Revolution Pro 4K highlight palette, which is a mess. Like, it's so messy, but I'm going to take this colour here. I don't like to use whites when I'm when I'm highlighting, and I just want, you know, a nice little natural highlight, because I feel like golds for me, or like more of that goldy shade, they just look so much more natural. And I also change up my brush as well. So this is the BH Cosmetics 140, and it's really fluffy. And I like to use this again when I'm just doing a little bit more of a, you know, lightweight look, because it puts that highlight on, but not too intense. And I like to just bring it around here as well. Learnt that from Rihanna's makeup artist. I would love to take the credit, but I won't. And I like to now as well just pop a little bit here in the middle of my head. Not too much. Just a little bit. It just gives you a little bit of a brightness there. And I know something that some people have started doing as well, which I'm just not sure how I feel about, but they've started putting a little bit of highlight here, which you can do if you really want to. Again, I've said this before, but highlight really should be for your face, not for anybody else's. You know, when you look in the mirror and you see the highlight points on your face, where are they? Because that's where your highlight should be going. I'm also just going to take a little and just brush it under my brow bone very gently. I feel like highlight can just change everything. And again, that's why I like to use a brush like that, because you don't have to be scared of the highlight. Like, you can put it on your face and not be afraid, which is good. So before I do my lips, I am going to go in and use my Dr. Pawpaw. This is the Scrub and Nourish Lip Balm, just because my lips are super dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take the lip scrub. And then you can either wash it off or just take like a cotton pad. My lips will now be super red. If you haven't got a lip scrub, you can also use like a toothbrush and just wet a toothbrush. Just be gentle. So I am gonna line my lips. I am gonna take my Exaggerate lip liner from Rimmel in the shade Addiction, but I'm not gonna overline too much, because I want this to be a very natural, just a really nice light pink shade. And then I'm just gonna take my Avon and New lip balm to lighten. So to set, again, I just want something light. I'm taking the Instafix and Glow 2-in-1 spray from Rimmel London. Give it a good shake. This has a little glow in as well. It's so refreshing. I can't wait to use this in the summer. It smells like cucumber, mangoes, like fruity summer vibe. So that's the makeup. Let's move on to the hair, which is gonna be the fun part. Okay, I'm just gonna take my fur jacket off, because I feel like I'll probably end up straightening it otherwise. So we're gonna show you now how I like to do my hair at the minute. Just nice, down, casual, quick, again, because that's important. I've kind of neglected my hair over the last 3 days, so don't judge me. It's bad. I am currently going through like a journey with my hair at the minute. My hair's quite damaged on the top. Underneath, it's not too bad. So those like darker pieces, I don't know how well you can see, they come down. They're all my real hair. Basically what happened was my hair grew quite long, and then I decided I wanted to go platinum for last summer, which was when I first started my YouTube. I think I started my YouTube again in October. So like, if you watch those videos, you'll see my hair is super platinum. And I just did it so quick, and I didn't really look after my hair or anything like that, and it just all broke off like really short. So like my front pieces, you can see like it's just so bad. So at the minute, what we've basically done is I decided I then hated the platinum and I was over the platinum. So we put dark through it again. We took it all the way up to the root. So now basically I have highlights like every 3 months to stop the breakage. And my colour is still quite light. I still have like some silver and things like that in it, but it's also got some darker pieces just to calm it down a little bit really. But yeah, my hair has just been crazy. What I like to do is put some dry shampoo in and tie the top half up. Leave it in, don't brush it in, just leave it. We're gonna look a little bit crazy right now, but it's okay. It's all right. I'm gonna just take the Pantene Heat Protection. This is the Gold series, so this is a little bit more expensive, but guys, it's worth it. This is probably one of my favorite heat protectants because A, it has the most amazing smell. It smells like coconuts and shea butter. It makes your hair feel soft, but it doesn't add grease. You know, like sometimes they add grease and it can feel really greasy and horrible. And it just, honestly, I just feel like it does something. I'm a little bit further away, but I just want you guys to see. So at the minute, this is my absolute favorite hair tool ever. So this is the Mark Hill wand, heat wand, I think it's called. You basically get like interchangeable heads, but they recently released the big barrel one. It's changed my life because I only like big barrels. I don't like really small curls. I don't like anything like that. I just like a natural wave. So when I got this, I haven't, honestly, it hasn't been a day where I haven't used it. I've also had my hair up and did like a nice wave with it. So I will leave the link below, but honestly, it's insane. So I take really big sections. So for example, I'm taking like this section here, and then I literally, and if you haven't invested in this tool, it's really, really, really good because you can get all sorts. You can get crimpers for it, wavers, curlers. You can do tight curls, you can do big curls, you can do loose waves. Like there's so many hair tools, and like you saw, literally takes like a second and it just gives me a little wave. You can do like big curls with this, but when I'm just trying to do like something quick, I just like to wave the end. I do the same sort of thing. I just twist over the top, and again, I'm just gonna take, and I just love it because it's so quick. I don't really like, I sometimes will have my hair straight. I don't ever have my hair curly. But if I don't have my hair straight, I will definitely have it wavy. Longer sections, so where like my hair extensions fall, and just pop that in there. Before I move on to the next one, I'm just gonna quickly straighten the back. This is what we've got so far. So just see, it just gives you like a cute little wave. And then I very rarely wear all my front pieces out because to me it's a lot. So I'll normally tuck like one back. Sometimes I'll just tuck both back. What I like to do though is take this back comb. This back comb's changed my life. The Tangle teezer back comb. Now the reason I love this is because it's so gentle. So it still back combs your hair, but it's super gentle. So what I like to do, these obviously are mainly my extensions here, but just to add a little bit of volume, I like to just give a little back comb. So you can see it still gives a back comb effect, but you can just brush it out. It's so gentle. It never gets to a point where you've over back combed and then you need to like go in and brush. I then just like to do a little higher back comb. Again, I'm very careful because of my hair, and I only really have to do this a little bit. I just do it like that, just to add a little volume. But like I say, I love this one because it doesn't damage my hair as much. You know, I don't ever find I'm pulling out knots or like massive knots or anything like that. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I hope you're all healthy and doing well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.